What's up, guys? I'm the Nearsighted gamer. Thanks for coming to see me. I played a lot of video games in my lifetime, and I've accumulated a lot of memories along the way. I want to share some of them with you. These are my gaming memories. I've already made a video about staying up all night playing video games, and I've already made a video about Street Fighter. But this one combines the two in sort of a weird way. You know those times whenever you go to the store, or when you could go to the store, you would go and you just had your mind set on buying a video game. This was an instance for me. And I went to Walmart and looked through the games. I just looked at the back and I looked at the back of the box because that's all I had to go on. And I saw Street Fighter EX3. Now I had never heard of the EX series, much less knew that there were like two of them and they were already on the third one. I looked at the back of the box and I saw that it was a 3D Street Fighter. I didn't know that they made any of these. Like I said, I never heard of the series. So I got it because it's Street Fighter, right? I mean, it can't be totally bad. And I got it home and I was in a hurry to play it with my friends because, like I said, we love Street Fighter Alpha 3. So we thought maybe we would have like not so much a replacement, but just, you know, another alternative to play as well. And it was on PS2, by the way. Street Fighter Alpha was on PS1. I got it and broke it out, and my friends cracked it open. And we saw, of course, there were some familiar characters, but being the EX series, they had their own slate of characters which were new and only exclusive to this series. Now, there was an EX plus Alpha series, which I was aware of, but I didn't know that there was an EX series like by itself. I wasn't too in tune with the Street Fighter lore. I just knew about my alphas and my twos and my turbos and all that. But we started to play it and it wasn't too bad. I mean, it wasn't great because it's really hard to make a good 3D fighting game. I mean, you have Tekken and Soul Calibur. Those are good, but this was like, you know, the beginning. So it was incredibly, like, you could tell it was early, you know, blocky, the characters weren't rounded off and stuff like that. But it was fun, and you could tell the way you had to play. You know, you had to like think about the fact that you were in a 3D playing. You could just play like your normal 2D. All right, we played it, and it was fine. We were having fun with it, and we played a couple of matches and verses, and then we're like, well, crap, all these new characters, we don't know any of their moves, so we're gonna go to training mode and, like, you know, see some of these new characters, see what's up with them, and see how all that works. And we went to training mode, and we discovered that not only do they have like a really cool training mode, but they had a list of move sets for characters, kind of like a chart of a completion chart of you, a way to teach you the moves, and it would log all of them to see the moves that you've done. It would start off with basic moves for the characters, and then, you know, it would work its way up to combos for the characters. And as you did all these, blocks will be filled in. And we found this and we just started messing around with it. Like, oh, cool. This is how you do this, you know, Shoryuken, Hadouken, Tatsumaki, Simple Kayaku, you know, that, all that, you know, combos, low punch into like Dragon Punch, you know, stuff like that. Working with those, and then like slowly but surely, we stayed in this mode. And we ended up playing this all night. We didn't go back to the versus mode. We didn't go back to the story mode. We stayed in this, passing the controller back and forth. And it was really fun because, you know, we'd go through a character, like, oh, somebody who was good with a character, like somebody who was good with Sagat. A friend who we're going to call Jay, right? Jay was really good with Sagat, really good with Ryu, so he was going to take care of those characters. And then when he got to like points that were really difficult, you know, we'd like stop, or like somebody else would try to do it just because it was just, he had been playing so long, and a different perspective or a different person trying that out. You know, I like Sakura, I think Akuma was on there as well, Ken, and then they had new characters like Nanase, Hokuto, Doctrine Dark, Skullomania, and like we would go through all those, trying to do those, and like, again, we spent all night. There was like, let me think, at least 30 characters. I could be wrong, but there was a crazy amount, and like there's a bunch of characters that we haven't played before, so we seen the inputs and we're doing their moves, and then like they're putting combos for these people, and it was a cool way to make you better at the game because you weren't you were of course you were learning the moves and you were just doing them, but you were logging in if you'd completed it before. So if you know that you completed it before, you know it was possible. When you go back in and try to do it again, it was really cool. It was in a 3D space as well, so it was something that we had never seen before, and we just really took to it. I'm talking all night. We of course eventually went back to versus mode the next day and started playing that, but we also would go back to the training mode a lot to fill in the ones that we didn't do before, because after that first initial, you know, session, we pretty much had all the easy ones out of the way, and well, some of the hard ones too. And talk about sore thumbs, man. Like, our thumbs were killing us because, like, look, we're talking repeated dragon punches, double dragon punches, double fireball motions, single fireball motions, into dragon punches, into 360s, double 360s, charge moves, double charge, double down up charges. We're talking about all that stuff. Like, just, our fingers were killing us. But it was so much fun because before we knew it, we had spent the entire night just trying that out. We would take breaks from that and, like, you know, go outside or just, you know, go get something to drink. And I think I was smoking back then, smoking a cigarette or whatever, cigarette break and stuff like that. But we wouldn't go back to the main game. That's where we stayed. And whenever we would turn it back on, we would go into that, you know. And it was crazy. It was insane. I even think that, of course, they spent the night at my house that night. I even believe, I want to say that when we woke up, that we like even jumped into it a little bit, you know, after having, you know, a fresh night of sleep or whatever, or some sleep, not a night of sleep, you know, jump back into it and try it again. But we did go back to the versus mode. It ended up being an okay game. Like, if you knew what you were playing, you had to know what kind of game it was. You couldn't play it like anything but what it was because it was 3D. And we played it a bunch. It was really cool. I still like it. I never played the first one or the second one, any of that. I just only played the X3. And yeah, I really like that game. And that's a really cool memory that I have of us just busting out the training mode. A really cool addition to a training mode where you can just log in, moves you completed so you know what you've done. And just it would hit the completionist in a lot of people. And it got to us, and it was great that we had like a group of people around to do that. And it was something cool, like passing the control around. You try. Did you do it? You're good at 360s. You're good at charges. Oh man, like, oh, my fingers hurt. You try for a while. Oh, it was so much fun. It was great, man. Super cool. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Like this video if you like it. If you don't like it anyway because I said so. You can follow me on Twitter or on Facebook or on Instagram. Links are in the description. At Nearsighted Gamer, Facebook.com/Nearsighted Gamer, Instagram.com/the_Nearsighted_Gamer. Yeah, I'm glad I was able to share this one with you, man. I really appreciate it. I love doing these videos. Sorry it's been a while since I did one, but life happened as it has for everyone, and I'm gonna try and get these back out to you guys. I really miss making them. I think about it all the time, but when I have the opportunity, I just don't, because it's like, I'm not working. I just want to chill for a bit. But doing this has really got me more inspired to put more out, and I know that y'all have been missing videos, or I hope you have. I missed you guys. I missed making videos for you guys. But I promise I'm gonna get back in there and put some more videos out. Expect more in the future. Yeah. Again, thanks for watching. And I guess all that's left to say is, as always, be excellent to each other. See you, pupils.